Hi, I'm Terry and I'm nuts about stamping. I'm back today with another Sundays with Sizzix project. Today I'm going to create a summertime card with the help of my Big Shot and a couple of products. I'm going to use the new Colorful Seasons stamp set because it has this beach chair in it. Now the Colorful Seasons you can buy alone or you can bundle it with its corresponding thinlits that are called seasonal layers. And if you buy the bundle, you'll save yourself 10%, so you might as well do that. But for today's card, I'm going to use the Colorful Seasons and I'm going to combine it with my Layering Circles framelits. My card base is crumb cake. I've cut it 8.5 by 5.5. I put it on my Simply Scored and scored it at the 4 1/4 mark. So it's going to be like that. And to that, I'm going to add a layer of Very Vanilla. When I think summer, I think beach. So this is going to be a sort of a beachy card, which means crumb cake and Very Vanilla. But before I attach those two layers together, I'm going to bring in my crumb cake ink. And I'm going to bring in the back of the chair, and I'm going to stamp this chair across the front of my card, and I want to stagger them. So I always have a scrap piece of grid paper so that I can go off the edges. Like so. And I think I will do one like so. I'll do one up here, and I will do one down here like that. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right, and then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to need my Stampin' Scrub and Mist for this, is I'm going to use two colors for the chair canvas. I'm going to use Daffodil Delight. This is so easy to line up. It's just amazing. Get it all inked up properly. And then I think maybe do one more, like so. And I'm cleaning it on the wet side, I'm cleaning it on the dry side, stamp off, and it's good for my next color, which is going to be Dapper Denim. I love the bright blue with the Daffodil Delight color. There's one. You can choose your colors that are your faves. There we go. And then clean it. And it's good to put away. So I think that's quite cute. So far, so good. And then what I'd like to do is add a phrase to the front of my card. So that's where I'm going to bring in my Big Shot. I have decided, I went into my stamp closet and I looked for a phrase that would match my beachy theme. And it took me a few minutes, and then I realized that I really liked this It's a Good Day in the Best Bird stamp set, because any day on the beach is a good day. So I'm going to ink up the phrase with Dapper Denim. And I'm going to stamp it down on a scrap piece of Very Vanilla. And then I'm going to bring in one of my Layering Circles framelits, and it just fits perfectly around this phrase. Right, and I'm just going to run this through. So my sandwich was the magnetic platform, the bottom standard cutting pad, and then I put my cardstock and the framelit, and then the top standard cutting pad, and then I ran it through my Big Shot, and that would die cut this cute circle. And at this point, I was thinking to myself, because I designed this in my head before I started making the video for you, I kind of knew what I wanted to do. And then I thought, well, any day on the beach, you want it to be sunny. So the layering circles framelits have this scallop to them as well. And so I brought in my Daffodil Delight, which is again the corresponding color. And I'm going to die cut this scallop circle. It's the same sandwich for running it through your Big Shot. Okay, so I've got my little sun, and then I will adhere the phrase using snail adhesive. Then I have to figure out how I'm going to lay this all out on my card. Okay, so there's a cute little sun. So let's see. I'm going to adhere my beach chairs to my card front. And then I have this piece of crumb cake, and I think my original intent was to maybe go like that. And it covers up my beach chair. It covers up my beach chair there. That's a bit difficult. Maybe I should just go with my original idea and lay it across like that. And then maybe what I'll do is I'll think of some kind of a filler, because I seem to have a lot of white space, as I would call it. All right, so let's try this. I'm going to add some snail, and I'm going to angle this across the whole card, and then I'm going to turn it over, and I've got my paper snips. Love these, they're so sharp. And let's just cut off the overhang. They're so sharp, I think I just cut into the card front. Okay, so that's kind of cute. And I think then next I will adhere my phrase. I want it to fit in an envelope. I want to keep my phrase down a little bit, like so. And I'll be back in a second and we'll think about what we can do to fill in some of this white space. I think I figured out what I want to do in between all these deck chairs for the white space. In the number of years stamp set, there's this little dotted image, and I know that I wanted something really subtle. I didn't want something that was going to take away from my chair. So what I'm going to do is ink it up using crumb cake. I'm going to stamp it off, and then I'm going to stamp it on so that it's not really dark, but it still manages to fill in that white space. And then I'll put another one here. And then when you have your card put together and you realize that you wanted to do something, add another touch. I hope you can see this on the video. I'm just going to stick my grid paper in between, and that way I can stamp off, but it's not going to come on the crumb cake itself. And then I'll do the same thing at the top. Just slip this grid paper in, stamp on, and then off, like so. So it looks like there's a little bit of sand around my deck chairs, which is perfect for my beach theme. For a complete listing of the supplies that I used, please visit my blog, www.nutsaboutsstamping.com. Don't forget, I send out a free newsletter each week, but you'll have to subscribe to get it, and you can find that link over on my blog as well. If you like this video and you want to see more from me, please click the like button and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm Terry. I am Nuts About Stamping. I hope you'll stamp something beautiful today too. Bye for now.